Alrighty, what's up guys? Today is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, last day of the month. You can tell we're getting ready for Christmas here as we head into December. But I had a lot of fun making my October pickups video. Check it out here if you haven't seen it already. And I figured I could make a series out of this. Before we get into our November pickups, be sure to follow me on social at StuffDoneLikes. This is mainly where I'm sharing pictures, pickups, etc. And if you're interested in purchasing anything, be sure to hit me up on StuffDoneSells. Note, I am not a reseller, I'm just a habitual sneaker buyer. I can't keep everything, so as much as possible I try to move things, so as things come in, things have to leave. And here's the current selection of stuff. Be sure to follow me over there. I'll also have my eBay linked in the description if you want to buy through there. So we're going to start off by going to my messy closet here, where we started the month. And I'll actually grab the second pair too, because these follow right after. So I have my handy dandy spreadsheet here, and this is the first pickup that we had in November, exactly on November the 3rd. If you take a look at the box, you know exactly what they are. I even have a post-it noted what they are, just because I have the chocolate milk pair as well. But if we open them up, you can see I got them from eBay via authenticity guarantee. Came with the extra little pouch thing, which is always a nice surprise because things like that usually get stolen. Awesome box paper. And the shoes, the Strawberry Milk Dunk Mids collab between Nike and Social Status. Yanking these out of the box really quickly. There we go, you even have the tag there. So I'm sure a lot of you know about this pair, but if you don't, they released back on October 15th. Clearly this is a November pickup video, but I bought these in November on the resale market, obviously. Got a great deal on them on eBay. I'm kind of a haggler lowballer, and the guy decided to budge up pretty much near retail, which is a huge dub in my opinion, because at the time of release in October, I rallied the troops. I hit up Steph, I even hit up my older sister to try to get these straight from Social Status. We all struck out, unfortunately. I thought we had a good chance, especially since there was 3 of us, and I hit on the chocolate milk pair straight from their website back when they released in September. That wasn't the case with the strawberry milk pair. I did really want this pair, so I figured I'd fork it over on the resale market, and to my surprise, they don't go for too much, which is a little crazy, because this was seemingly a Social Status exclusive release. I know a few Tier 0 boutiques around me got their hands on a limited supply of these, but for the most part, the widespread release was from Social Status. There hasn't been a Nike sneakers drop. I don't think there will be a Nike sneakers drop, so over time, as these get harder and harder to find, prices will go up. But if you want them, best recommendation, buy them now when they're still near retail price or sub $200. So yeah, that was November 3rd, and the next day we got lucky, which is that pair right there. So these have been making a lot of noise on the internet as well, and if you can tell by that PATA text right there, these are a giveaway. These are the PATA collabed Nike Air Max 1s. These particularly in the metallic silver and noise aqua colorway. So these are obviously the noise aqua pair in that sort of blue teal hybrid combo. Like I mentioned, I got these on November 4th. I got these straight from the Nike sneakers app. I was actually back at my parents' house for a dermatologist appointment, and my appointment wrapped up just as these dropped. I was actually in a Home Goods when I got the notification right after the appointment that I hit on them. So very, very excited when I saw that. You can see the cool box paper there. They even came with the drawstring bag and the bracelets in here, which is nice. Again, like the Social Status little pouch, extras like that you usually get snagged, but in this case, all good. This sneaker is the second version of the PATA collab Air Max 1s. The first one was the Monarch, and then there are 2 more following it, one of which will be, spoiler alert, later on in this video. But this pair is awesome. It obviously has that retouched waves sort of look to it versus the traditional mudguard. Love the mini swoosh there, and just the overall blue color is so sick. Getting these was redemption as well. I woke up super early here on the East Coast, I think it was around 7 a.m. to try to get these straight from the PATA website based in the Netherlands. Didn't hit, unfortunately, but again, redemption that I got these on sneakers. For sure, I think this is part of Nike's attempt at reviving the Air Max 1. It's not like they went anywhere, but hype comes and goes, and I think they're trying to build up hype for the Air Max 1. I haven't worn them yet, but for sure we'll probably plug in those cream sail colored laces and these will definitely be a hit for sure. Following those, we're gonna head into our hallway closet here where I keep even more sneakers. It's a little insane. And they're actually all the way up there. I gotta get my little step stool to get them down, so hang on. Maybe I can tippy toe and finesse these out. Oh, let's see. Oh, geez. Come on. There we go. Oh, God. Jeez. There's another one. Red Nike sportswear box here. Again, I have so many sneakers all over the place. I have to post-it note them. But these are the Georgetown Lows, if you can tell. Nike Dunk Low Retro, Wolf Gray, and Dark Obsidian colorway. These are another Nike sneakers pickup. I'm telling you, I've been having crazy luck on the sneakers app this year. I'm gonna make a video at some point, just recapping my year on sneakers. But these are dubbed as the Georgetown Lows, and if you can tell by the colorway, they're clearly inspired by the Georgetown Hoyas and their whole navy blue and gray ensemble. On the camera, you can tell the shape's a little wonky. The quality of materials on all these Dunk Retros is kind of whack. It's like a plasticky synthetic leather. It's not quite the SPs of last year, but these are inspired, again, by Georgetown, and more particularly, the 1985 Be True to Your School pack. That whole pack back in the day was inspired by all of these Nike colleges, with the exception of Georgetown, actually. I believe that was a Nike Air Terminator or something like that. Obviously, this is a lifestyle take on a retro model, so on the fence about these, just given the overall quality, fit and finish, and colorway. I've accumulated so many Dunks this year, it's so hard for me to wear all of them. They look shockingly similar to the UNLVs, which I actually prefer just given the red. These might be on the chopping block, these might not be. I think it'd make for some good video content if I hang on to these and complete the whole retro 1985 set, but stay tuned. One thing I guess I did want to mention as well, these came in through laser ship, and laser ship has always been hit or miss for me. In this case, pretty decent, no issues, thank God. I have a few things coming in that'll be later in this video that are still en route but are using laser ship, so we'll see how that turns out. But so far so good, and I think actually the next one is a laser ship pickup. Let me check my spreadsheet. Just kidding, it is not from laser ship. This next one is in this closet in the bedroom as well. You might have seen a little glimpse of the tag right there. I didn't buy them for $285. I actually got them in a trade. So these are from Elite Kicks in Hoboken, New Jersey. I think this store is most notably known for that kid that runs it, but realistically it's not the kid, it's the older brother that runs it, but they use the kid as the face, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Yeezy 700 bucks, dead giveaway if you look at the colorway. Wash orange, wash orange, wash orange. And I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, but I'll open it up and show you guys the sneakers. Actually, maybe I can do it with 1. Just kidding, I got it with 1, there we go. I'm gonna do a video on them at some point. I know I say that all the time, but this one is interesting because I have these. I just hit on the Fade Azure pair. You'll see that later in this video. And in the past, crap, what is that khaki colored one? It's not coming to mind. I'm getting a call. Let me answer that and get back to the Enflame Amber. That's what it was. And I don't actually remember where I was going with that, but I think what I was saying was that I'm gonna try to make a video comparing the 3, even though it's not really an equal comparison because there are a bunch of other V1 colorways that have dropped over the years, but those are the 3 that I have on hand. These ones in particular, again, I mentioned that I got them from Elite Kicks. I didn't pay the full $285, although it seems like I kind of did actually now I'm thinking about it. So I traded my pair of Lightning 4s. I had 2 of them. Didn't need 2, obviously, so I traded them the 1, threw some cash on top. So I guess it kind of come out to $285. But in any case, the efficiency of just doing a trade and paying a little bit of cash would have saved me time versus listing those Lightning 4s, waiting for someone to buy them, and then cashing out. As much as I like selling on eBay and netting that entire sneaker sale, sometimes things like this just come up sporadically and you just got to jump on them. So in the case of this one, this is a pair that I actually really wanted. They have a striking resemblance to the original Wave Runners. Looking at resale prices on the Wave Runners these days, they're pretty much unattainable unless I'm trying to sell a few pairs of sneakers. But when they came out with these, I knew I had to try to get them, which I did. I entered so many raffles. I entered the Adidas Confirmed app, no hits anywhere. I hate resorting to the resale market, but in a case like this, didn't need them, but I definitely wanted them, so I figured might as well make that transaction. Haven't worn these yet either. Again, I've been waiting to make that video of all the sneakers brand new. But yeah, those are those, and on to the next one. So we've jumped to my parents' house. A few days later, I came back to sell some things. Follow me at Stuff Dylan Sells. But a lot of the things that I picked up in November, I've been storing here, starting with this first pair. So I picked these up on November the 19th, again from the Nike Sneakers app, my personal account. It's been super lucky. I've said it like a million times. Wow, this focus is terrible. Come on. There we go. So they're a women's Dunk High, actually. And they are in a colorway of white, sail, gum, medium brown. So these are dubbed as like the sail and gums for namesake. And here they are. So this is a pair that was never on my radar, but I saw the notification come up on the sneakers app the morning of the 19th. Figured I'd throw my hat in the ring, and I think that's part of why I've been hitting so much, is because I enter for virtually anything. But you can see even the quality control is not that great. There's a crinkle to that smooth leather there. And the leather quality, harped on it in so many past videos. This 2021 Dunk leather quality is just not great. And I think it's just the nature of them churning out a lot. So this is a pair that I contemplated keeping for a little bit because of that gum bottom. I love a gum outsole. Colorway itself is pretty clean, but truthfully, again, so many dunks. I wore my UNLVs today. I'm selling these as well as a bunch of other dunks. This is one that's just on the chopping block, so hit me up if interested. These are up, they're live. Not a bad colorway, just something I don't need right now. So I kind of went out of order, just looked at my sheet. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. This pickup was supposed to be the next one, chronologically that is, coming on November the 9th. Jeez, we are in December now, it's December 1st as I'm making this. But let me use my two hands and open this box up. So if you couldn't tell, pull-out style orange box, it's a Sakai. This one at the box label, LD Waffle SU, if it wants to focus. There we go, retail price of $170 and a colorway of Night Maroon and Team Royal. So this is one of 3 pairs that dropped in tandem. It's a collaboration between Undercover, Sakai, and Nike. This is probably the least favorite of the 3 for many. I know that black and citron color is probably the only color that people liked. That second one I didn't mind, but truthfully I didn't try for any of them on the day of the sneakers release. One, because I feel like Nike's just been milking the LD Waffle at one point in time. The LD Waffle was such a desirable sneaker, but since they've been rolling it out, you know, the collaboration with Fragment, the collaboration with Clot, so many pairs have been floating around, and I have so many of them. I'm sort of seeing a fatigue, very similar to Nike Dunks. But this one I got specifically, you can see the receipt underneath there. I caught these while I was in a work meeting from the Chicago boutique Notre. I think that's how you pronounce it. You know, they've done that collection with the Dunks in the past, but this pair I got from there for retail plus free shipping, so $170. And my justification for buying these is, one, I still have that pair of Daybreaks, the Undercover collab, and I think it'll be a really great comparison video for some content, just because the uppers and the makeup are very similar, but they're 2 very different shoes. I figure even if I do wear them, I could probably make my money back, or even maybe lose a few bucks, but for the sake of wearing them and trying them on, I think it's definitely worth it. And lastly, you know, the collector in me just wants to have my hands on a lot of these things, and here they are. So I didn't bother opening up the second shoe just because it's a pain the way they wrap them up, but these are them. Hopefully comparison video coming soon. If not, an Instagram post will definitely be up for sure. Next up, we're going to a little for sale batch here at top. Let's move these to the selling station, although these are already listed. Here we go. So, red Nike Sportswear box, another Nike sneakers app pickup. This one, interesting story. We were delayed, so we were grounded on our flight to Seattle. I talked about it in a clip that I filmed yesterday, but it'll happen after this. Anyway, we went to Seattle for the weekend. We were grounded, we were stuck in a delay, and I caught the Nike Dunk Reserve. So, you know, every now and then Nike drops, you know, random restocks of Dunks and other popular silhouettes. This was the case. It's just on the tag, you probably saw it on the post-it note, but they are Nike Dunk Low SE in a sale and vintage colorway, retail price of a $110. So these are the sale multi-camos. And it's not a sneaker I'm crazy about, but when I saw them, I was very pleasantly surprised. These are a bit different. The materials on here are pretty nutty. It's a combination of like canvas, leather, etc., etc. Pretty nice. Again, in this multi-camo pattern. And actually looking at them, these are pretty sweet. Seeing the market on them right now, you can get them for like under $200, which I think is kind of a steal. not only for a dunk, just given the dunk market, but given the uniqueness of this pair, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. Nike basketball logo at the back. You've seen throughout the past year and a half, I've just been accumulating so many dunks, and as much as I like this pair, and I'm really kind of selling myself on it, it's best if I keep it here out of sight from my day-to-day living situation in the apartment, and just sell them if I get the chance. So they are listed as well. If you're interested in picking them up, let me know. Wow, kind of sad that I'm letting these go, but good one for sure. All right, so next up, heading to my New Balance stack here. I picked these up the next day on November the 12th. Let me check my spreadsheet. Yep, November the 12th. Here they are. I have the post-it note labeled on them. I have them listed as the orange, but these are part of a pack, 3-pack of New Balance 550s. Should block out that. These are the orange pair, dubbed as the Syracuse, in that recent release. Their official release was today, December 1st, but Seneca Sneakers, shout out to them. I've copped a majority of my New Balance 550s from there. They dropped them early, and I actually caught them while we were at the Space Needle. I saw a Twitter link drop on them, as well as an email newsletter that dropped these on their website. I don't have them listed for sale. I think I might, just because I have so many 550s that you guys haven't seen. I should probably make a video about that. I think I'm going to do that while I'm here, just because I have a majority of them stored here. I would have preferred to have the Carolina blue pair, or maybe even the black pair as well, but this is the one I ended up with. I love the New Balance 550. I should make a separate video, but these are a cool pickup for sure. Got them early. I probably would have made a decent amount of money back on these had I listed them when I got them, just because, you know, today is the official release date. Not a lot of people have their hands on them. But those are those. The orange basketball, nice touch there. New Balance 550s, the hype is real. I'm back from those jump cuts from my parents' house, and we're gonna head into our dark living room that I don't really feel like turning on the lights here because no one else is home. But this next pickup, so you couldn't tell, they're a Nike Air Force 1 mid, listed as a QS or quick strike in a colorway of cool gray white, retail price of $95. These have the bait stickers intentionally out because I got these on a weekend trip out to Seattle. I'll probably make a separate video highlighting that trip as well as these sneakers, but pretty much these were my souvenir from Seattle, which is kind of ironic because I literally live outside of New York City, and I bought a New York City themed sneaker in a different city, a city that's 6 hours away by plane. I got these for retail plus tax over there, and then they only charged $10 to ship it. So after all that, it came out to like $115, $114-ish, which is pretty much what they're going for in the resale market. I passed on these on the sneakers app at the time just because I didn't think I needed them, and realistically I don't really need any of these sneakers that I'm showing you in the video. But I figured when in Rome, as in when in Seattle, I'd go out and get them. And they arrived at our doorstep pretty much by the time we got home. So Seattle is a cool spot. Again, I'm gonna highlight that trip a little bit in a different video. Very glad to have these. I love the jewel swoosh. Again, I love New York City, just living outside of it. That's pretty much it. Shout out our Nintendo 64 there. This next pickup, I haven't found a place for them in our closet yet, so they've been at our nightstand. Very similar color to these. I pulled these out to wear around the house today because I'm working from home. Haven't left the house yet, but we'll move these over here. Move my mini tripod, move the Georgetowns away. And these should be a dead giveaway, if you couldn't tell by the box. 2-piece retro style Jordan box. Box label is Air Jordan 11 Retro, medium gray, multicolor, multi, which is interesting that they're not listed as the cool gray and multi. It's literally just a white on these sneakers. But without further ado, before I go off on a little tangent here, they are the cool gray 11s. So these are slated to release on December 11th, I believe, of this year. But if you know, you know, Nike has been shock dropping these intermittently. I caught these on the first shock drop straight from the Nike sneakers app on November the 15th. And they arrived safe and sound. So I actually had my hands on 2 pairs of these. I hit on my account, and I also had Steph try on hers, and she was lucky enough to get a pair. So I hate saying that I'm not a reseller, but I guess I am sort of a reseller, but at the same time I'm not, because again, you can't keep every sneaker you buy. And if there's an opportunity for me to flip a sneaker sort of ASAP Rocky, I'll do it. and this was the case with the Cool Gray 11. I know a lot of people have been waiting for these because it's been 10 years since they last released. I know for me, I've been waiting for a long time for these. I remember being in high school and not being able to get my hands on them, mainly because who's gonna pay over 150 bucks or whatever they're going for at the time. If you're in 9th, 10th grade, not me. I'm gonna try a few more times come mid-December when these drop to get my hands on a few more pairs. Maybe I'll keep them, maybe I won't, but who knows. For now, keeping these, haven't worn them. I don't really leave the house, so I buy all these sneakers and don't wear them, which is kind of messed up. Classic sneaker for sure. Love, love, love the gray color, love any sort of gray sneaker. So next pickup here, back into the dark. You might have seen them earlier. Again, I'm running out of storage, but I have these pulled out here just because I unboxed them very recently. And let me move them over to our little thing there. I mean, you see them out, but if you're an Air Jordan 1 guy, this box is a dead giveaway just because it's different from the traditional black and red box. These are the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OGs in the pollen, white, and black colorway. So the pollens, you might have seen these. Actually, you might not have seen these. I haven't uploaded that video. Scratch that. But I have a pair of these already. I hit on their release back in the summer from the Nike Sneakers app, and this is sort of a double up. I don't need to. I'm selling one, so stuff Dylan sells if you're interested. But I got these on November 19th. This was part of GOAT's whole Black Friday ordeal. I think it was probably like the first or the second day that they started their Black Friday drops. I was successful last year. I got a pair of Yeezy 500 Supermoon Yellows, and I knew I had to be early this time around this year. So this was the first of a few pickups from there. I love this colorway so much. I'm so surprised that these don't go for a lot in the resale market. I think the black and yellow is so clean. I kind of like them better than the Iowa Dunks, but at the same time, I also really do like the Iowa Dunks. Maybe that's actually a good video content. Maybe I'll compare the two to highlight both sneakers. In the case of this one, it came from GOAT's Authenticity Center, or their authentication system out in Tokyo. So these have a Japanese hang tag type thing, which is super cool. That's why there's no USD retail box price there. This is probably the pair I'm gonna keep for myself, and I actually already have my other pair listed on eBay, so if you're interested, hit me up. What else can I say to close this out? Oh, I got them for a good price. That's exactly what I was thinking. I got these for a really good price. I got them for $150 they had them listed for. Paid like 13 bucks for shipping, so it came out to under retail, all said and done. So for sure, a nice under retail grab. They're not going for much, so hit me up if you're trying to get a good deal on a pair of pollen Air Jordan 1s. Next up, another Air Jordan 1, this time romantically next to this candle. Actually, let me turn off this light, you can see. Oh yeah, look at that ambiance. But it also matches that candle a little bit, the maroon color here. But a very recent released Air Jordan 1. These are dubbed as the Bordeaux, which reflect that color right there. I've been very lighthearted throughout this entire video. Hopefully you guys see some more personality out of here, but this one I actually wasn't able to get by myself. I had Steph enter on the morning of the November 20th sneakers drop. In this case, I was able to hit on my personal sneakers account for the retail price of $170. Wasn't crazy about this sneaker. It seems like Air Jordan 1 fatigue has really set in because resale prices aren't so bad on these. I think had these dropped maybe a year ago at this time, they'd be going for bigger bucks, but right now I think people are kind of tired of the Air Jordan 1. Personally, I'm indifferent to it. I'm going to keep these for now just because I work with this lace company called Lace United, and I take a lot of photos for them. I'll drop in a few here, and in a case like this, they have some new products that would match these very nicely, along with a future pickup that you should probably see in this video as well. And in that case, it makes it worth me having these. Personally, what I like about this pair is the jeweled sort of Air Jordan Wings logo. It looks exactly like the Code Out JP pack that dropped a year ago. Same thing with that silver swoosh. The burgundy color is pretty decent. I find it hard to pull off, but it is a very attractive color. What I don't like about the sneaker is the quality control. I think I probably got some clips in the unboxing clip as well, but you could see some, I don't even know what that is, if that's a paint splatter or what, but that is on the left toe box. I don't know, there's just a bunch of quality control issues. Like look at that melted rubber there. That was from the factory. Such a small detail, but I hate when the laces come detached because of the plastic. Again, they don't really give much room there to work with, but I guess in shipping or how they were placed in the box, they just ripped off, which happens. but just a small little gripe. Anyway, this is the most I've talked about a sneaker in this video. Nothing really notable about them other than that they're the November 20th Air Jordan 1 release. So next up, another Air Max 1, a Pata Air Max 1. Not the Monarch pair, unfortunately, that's the pair that I don't have, but these, the Rush Maroons. So these are different from the first two of the release in that they use a leather upper in combination with that mesh. So it's done up in this sort of maroon, burgundy, wine-ish colored. And of the three that have released, these are definitely the least favorite by many. Personally, I think it's an attractive sneaker. It reminds me a lot of another pair of Air Max 1s I had in the past. I'll probably pop that video in right now. I think of the three, these are the hardest ones to pull off color-wise, but I think element-wise, meaning weather, these will probably fare the best. If you get caught in the rain or something, this leather should protect you, although the mesh will probably keep your toes saturated with water. I just saw that they had released details on the black pair to come out, which I'm obviously going to try for. Who knows? This one came on November 24th via Nike sneakers from Steph's account. So again, very lucky on sneakers. Redemption too, because I was able to cart these and pretty much get to the last step on the morning of release from Pata. But when I converted that currency into United States dollars, came out to like 200 plus, which for these, I don't think it was worth it. So definitely getting these straight from Nike for retail at 170, a lot more palatable. So away these go for now. Alrighty, so I just unboxed these. Today is December 7th. I ordered these on their release date from A Ma Manière. Got lucky, got through the queue. 6-minute queue. I'm sorry, I'm just very, very excited about these. Obviously, the A Ma Manière ones, probably the most anticipated ones of the year. Probably one of the most anticipated sneakers of the year at that. And these serve as a follow-up to the threes. If you don't know, their collaboration with Southern-based boutique A Ma Manière. Again, super lucky to get in on here. This is a premium sneaker, man. From the box, all the details on the box to the little giveaways here, this little patch, and just like the overall fit and finish, this quilted inside lining, everything about the sneaker is so well done. And I hate fanboying over sneakers because at the end of the day, they are just sneakers. But this is just something so different. Very excited about this pickup. I've been delaying my A Ma Manière 3 video, and I think it'll be a combination video of both because these are insane. These are killer. The one fatigue has definitely set in for sure. All other ones this year are sort of on the decline in terms of resale value goes, but I can only see these going up. It's an insane sneaker for sure. I'm literally speechless, so definitely glad to include these in the November pickup video for sure. I missed on the sneakers release, the sneakers drop, which is fine because again, I got through on A Ma Manière directly, so good to support them directly through their site. Alright, this video is literally all over the place, but the next pickup came in on Thanksgiving Day, or was it Black Friday? No, it was Thanksgiving Day, the 26th. These are the Clot collabed Air Max 1s in the solar red colorway. So the other two pairs I also have that dropped with the transparent toe boxes. This is the third one to complete the set. Truthfully, I sort of impulse bought these. I saw these come up on that GOAT Black Friday sale and I got them for under retail. I think it was like $130 I paid plus shipping. So it came out to like $143. Of the three, I probably like these ones the most, just given the red color. I'm really big on red. And I guess a clout chaser too, because these released in the past, obviously. And came on the scene because they were spotted on Kanye West's feed back in the day. So I'll make a video highlighting the three pairs, probably all side by side. You know, as far as resale goes, people don't really care to wear these, which is fine. I actually love wearing bricks just because, you know, they're affordable and, you know, they look good. Again, that came on the 26th, but it actually took a while for them to get to my house. So they're spliced in now. Alrighty, jump in locations once again. You guys already know what it is. This next one is a Black Friday pickup. I already have them pulled out just because I had listed them for sale. You'll see on the post-it notes, and really all the post-it notes I've been starting to really mark in the collection what's staying and what's going up for sale. These little FS markings here. These are a pair of Air Jordan 1 Low OGs in the ghost green colorway. So I think this is like a very underrated, very sleeper Jordan 1 Low. This is the first Air Jordan 1 Low OG to surface in 2021, and by that, it has that OG cut. It's not like the GR or like the Jordan 1 Lows that they've been doing of late. And these are an interesting one because I got them on Black Friday. So there are a few different price tags here. This first one is showing $185. I guess they've been sitting in this local shop. Shout out to them. Don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a local shop here in Bergen County. So they had them at $185. I guess they weren't selling, so they marked them down to $125. And then I ended up with them for $90. So I saw this Instagram story right here. I guess they're just trying to move them on Black Friday for 90 bucks. Definitely excited about these. I actually already have a pair in the collection, hence why those size 10s are for sale. We'll go down here. You'll see that they're right here, size 9.5. That's where they are. I hit on them on sneakers back when they released in May, I believe. This one in a 10, a little bit bigger than I'd like, and I don't need a double up of these, to be honest. So size 10, they're listed up for sale. I think I can make a good amount of money on them. If not, just a nice hold. And you know, look at me, I'm a hoarder, so why not? So speaking of hoarding things and Air Jordan 1 Low OGs, here are 2 of 4. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I have 2 pairs here, and I have another 2 that are still in the mail of the Air Jordan 1 Low OG in the Starfish colorway. So backstory on these is on the 27th, Nike did that whole Jordan Reserve, chalk dropped these along with the Thunder 4s, I believe. And that was the same release day as the CASO Blazer Lows and a few various dunks. I didn't hit on any of those dunks or anything. I was really trying for these Starfish Jordan 1 Low OGs because it's something I missed out on when they released back in the summer of 2021. And here I am now with 4 pairs. And then I have another one that I'll probably list as well. And then I'll keep the last one for the personal because I don't need more than 1 pair. But anyway, super clean. These are actually going for a decent amount. They retail at $130. Market on them right now is around $200. If I could split a profit and sell all of these things to pay for my own personal pair, I don't see why not. This one's a men's pair and this is a women's pair. There's no really distinct differences. Maybe it's worth a video. There are a few subtle differences in the leather and the extra lace bags and stuff. Maybe I'll cover in a video, who knows. But really excited about these for sure. Definitely a good take on the shattered backboard. I think it's a better looking sneaker than the Electro Oranges, the highs that recently dropped this year, that orange color. But for sure stoked on that. Trying to move things so again, stuff Dylan sells, hit me up on there. So another 700 within the video. This one, the faded Azure one. So this is a sneaker I actually passed on just because I thought the color was weird, and seeing them in hand and, you know, having them for a few days now, I think the color is still just as weird. Faded Azure is a good way of putting it. It's like a darkish teal and then a bunch of blues and different variants and shades. What I find really interesting is this contrast toe piece and like an olive. It doesn't really make sense to me. But in a way as well, I also love wearing weird sneakers. I didn't enter any raffles. I didn't enter on Adidas Confirmed. I literally passed just because $240, $250 off the hip is kind of a lot for a retail sneaker. However, I obviously ended up with them. I got them at retail. I impulse bought these like a lot of the sneakers that you've seen in this video. I got these from Extra Butter. I don't want to show you the receipt because I think it will reveal my address, but if you guys have the Extra Butter app, from time to time they drop these push notifications, you know, shock dropping certain things. I think it's just a way for them to drive traffic to their mobile app. So I saw them come up, I swiped down, and I entered immediately, and by the time I got in, I was able to put in my shipping information, credit card, and then I ended up with them. Unfortunately, living so close to where they ship these out from, they literally took a day to get here, so a lot faster than, you know, people getting their pairs from Adidas Confirmed directly or Yeezy Supply or any of these other sort of boutiques and retailers. And I ordered those on November 29th, and they were, yeah, literally at my house by the 30th. Jump back home real quick in time here, and I just unboxed these. There'll probably be some overlaid clip of me fast forward unboxing these, but I'm very excited about these. So these are the Supreme Wheat Air Force Ones, and I caught them on the second drop. So supposedly these were only supposed to drop one time and one time only via their website. But I saw on Twitter randomly the morning of, I believe, November 30th. Let me double check. I'm going to have to cut here. Yep. Oh, yeah, so it was the 30th, and I caught a Twitter link. Shout out to Sneaker Twitter. That's pretty much where I get all the links for every single drop that I'm able to get my hands on. And, you know, I was lucky enough to get them, and it was 4 past the hour, so they traditionally drop things at 11. I saw it late. I was coming off of a work meeting, and I saw the link late, and by the time I entered, meaning by the time I was able to cart these and check out, it was 11:04. So my first time actually hitting manually off of the Supreme website, which is awesome. Perfect for the wintertime. It's like the perfect blend of that like wheat upper and then the Air Force One silhouette. Again, living outside New York City, this is sort of a staple. This is going to be awesome, wearing like an all neutral outfit and then having these wheat boys on the feet. outside of my Timberlands, this is my first really wheat themed sneaker. I know like the GR Flax Air Force Ones have come and gone, and I was always curious about those, but was never able to pull the trigger. Case like this, you kind of have like that drippy Supreme pair while also just being a classic Air Force One. So I was actually on the verge of buying these for resale since they don't really go for much. I know a lot of people were calling these bricks, and my local shop here sold out in Jersey City that I frequently go to. They had them listed for like $180, which isn't too far off from retail. I paid $160 for these shipped. Hindsight's always 20/20. I was patient, waited, and was able to find them. Before I close out, off first rip, I'm seeing some quality issues here. This suede quality is not the best, and there's actually some glue stains around the toe. This doesn't really bother me though, one, because it's just traditional Nike stuff at this point, but then two, I'm going to wear these anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Stoked to wear these in the winter. Not much of a summer or spring shoe, but between, December, January, February, these will probably be on feet for sure. So catch you guys in the next clip that we're jumping to right now. So that about rounds out this video. According to my spreadsheet here, I bought 22 pairs of sneakers, and I spent a total of really disgusting amount here. Let's see if I could zoom in on that. $3,465.11. That is absolutely disgusting. So yeah, I've sold off a lot of sneakers. Follow me at Stuff Dylan Sells. Not going to keep you guys much longer. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social, check me out on eBay. Stuff Dylan Sells, go there. I'm selling a lot of stuff to recoup a lot of that money, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.